Welcome back to another week of virtual camp. Our theme this week is colors. We have a lot of awesome things planned for you guys this week. We have a craft and we have a music instrument that we're going to be making today. We're going to do a science experiment and we have something for nature. So fun-filled day we have planned for you guys. And the first thing that we're going to start out with is our musical instrument. We are going to be making a colorful tambourine. So for this, you need a little bit more supplies for this one, but you're gonna need a paper plate, a hole punch or something to punch a hole into your paper plate, some bells or something to make some noise. So we have some bells today. You'll need some watercolors or markers, scissors, some yarn, and then optional, you can have some cotton balls. So, and I'll show you what we're gonna do with those as well. So to start out, you're gonna need to decorate your paper plate. I used watercolors to make mine kind of flow together and be kind of almost like a tie-dye tambourine. And so I was able to use a lot of colors for it. But once you are done with that, you're gonna fold it in half like a taco. And once you have it folded, what I did was I filled the center of mine up with cotton balls, because then that way, once you have it closed, it's a little bit easier to grip onto. If you don't put anything in there, it's really flat and you can't hold on to it as easily. But if you stuff in some of the cotton balls, you can kind of personalize it to what kind of grip that you need for it. So you can, the fuller you put it, the fatter the tambourine will be to hold on to. So once that you do that, you are going to start to punch holes around the outside. And then you will cut your yarn and put your yarn through those holes and attach a bell to each of them. So that then when you're all done, it'll hold it shut and you'll be able to shake your tambourine and you'll be able to carry that around with you. So this is what mine looks like. As you can see, it's a little bit wider because I put some of those in there and I put as many bells as I wanted, and so I kind of just evenly spaced them out, and so that now when I shake it, it sounds like a tambourine. So we hope you guys have fun with this musical instrument, and make sure you shake it nice and loud at home. All right, our craft for today is going to be tie-dye. Since our theme this week is colors, I thought it'd be fun that you can pick what colors you want and you can make some tie-dye at home. So for this, all you're gonna need is like a white t-shirt of any kind. It can have a design on it or it doesn't have to. Either way, that's completely up to you. And then I highly recommend some gloves for when you get to the dyeing part, because it will stain your hands. I've had stained hands for days if I don't wear gloves. And then you are going to need rubber bands to hold your clothes together in the design you want, and you'll need the tie-dye as well. So to start, how I'm going to explain this is I'm going to show you what you need to do first before you get to even tie-dyeing. So you're going to need to take a white shirt. We are using ones that have the camp logo on the back, and you need to get this wet. I also recommend washing it beforehand. You don't have to, but you're gonna get a more vibrant color if you wash it beforehand and don't use fabric softener. That's gonna also fade your color too when you're tie-dyeing. So not necessary, but I do recommend washing them beforehand, and then they do need to be wet for tie-dyeing. So you're going to get it wet, and then you're going to decide how you want to make a design. So the really popular spiral design that you see a lot, what you're going to need to do is you're going to take your shirt and you're going to lay it out, and then you're going to spin it into a circle. And then once it gets into that circle, into that design that you want, you're going to start rubber banding around it to hold it in place, so that when you're done, it's going to look something like this. So I've got rubber bands. I know the rubber bands are going to be hard to see on the camera, but I have rubber bands going across it, and then that's going to help you decide what colors you put in what section. It's kind of like a little guide mark for you on where you're going to dye, but it also holds your shirt together so it's not going anywhere. So that's the first option that you can do. Another really, really simple one is picking a spot anywhere on the shirt. I'm going to pick it up from the camp logo, but you just use your three fingers, and you pinch and you pull it up like this. And then you kind of group it together, and then you just rubber band it all the way down. And that's going to come out kind of looking like a bullseye type thing. But yeah, so you can just rubber band all the way down, and so then it would look like this. So I've just got the rubber band sectioning it off, and then this way I will color different colors in each of these sections. That's option number 2. Another option is, this one's a little bit more time consuming and it's going to take a little bit more maybe assistance, but you can pick either to go this way or this way of the shirt, and you're going to basically accordion it. So you're going to fold one way and then you're going to fold the other way, and you're going to do that for the entire shirt. And then you can take, again, those rubber bands and section off it and hold it together. But this is kind of like an accordion style, and it looks a little different than the last one I showed you. Those are only a few options that we are going to be doing today. There are so many other really cool ideas out there. You can use other supplies, like I've made them before, where I've used rocks to hold rubber bands around and made it, so those are like sunburst ones. I will attach a few different links in the description if you want to take a look at those as well. So the next video you're going to see is us actually getting to the tie-dye, and then we will post our final results and some photos as well. So we hope you enjoy. All right, for our science experiment today, we are going to be making the rainbow. You're gonna need just a few supplies for this. It's really easy to do at home. You're gonna need some paper towel. You'll need markers. You're gonna want the colors of the rainbow. So make sure you have red and orange and yellow and green and so on and so forth. And then you'll need a scissors as well. And then 2 cups of water. And I have them filled about halfway. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of paper towel, and you are going to want to cut off the ends. I did read on a couple reviews that if you don't cut off the ends, it might not absorb the same way. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper towel and you're going to cut off the ends of it, and then you're going to color the rainbow on it. So as you can see, I have on each end so that it is the color of the rainbow, but I don't go all the way in. That's what we're gonna try to see if we can accomplish today by putting the 2 ends into the water. And so what's gonna happen is the water is going to absorb into the paper towel, and then it carries the ink particles with it to connect in the middle. So I'm gonna show you right now how it's gonna look, and then check out the next video to watch the time lapse of it coming together to make a pretty rainbow. Okay, for our nature activity that we're going to do today, you are going to go for a nature walk. But this time, before you go, take some time to think about maybe what's your favorite color, or something that a color that you know that you're going to see a lot of. But pick a color, maybe 1 or 2 colors. It doesn't matter, whatever you're feeling up to. But pick, it can be your favorite color, whatever you'd like. But I'm going to pick the color green and maybe I'll do like a blue or a purple. So what you're gonna do is you gotta remember those 2 colors that you're going to pick, and then you're gonna go out and for a nature walk, and you're gonna start collecting things that are those colors. So with me, if I pick the color green, I can get some grass or some plants, some leaves from trees or whatever it could be, like that. And you're going to pick those so you can make a collage. And so you should end up with a collage of all of that color items that you found while you were out on your nature walk. You can also make it more of a scavenger hunt if you would like, and have a sheet of paper that gave you 5 colors, and you got to find one thing of each of those colors. However you want to do it, go right ahead, but I'm going to collect things that are going to be green and maybe purple or blue. So check out the next video or the next slide to see my awesome creation. We hope you all enjoyed doing our activities today for Colors Week. So we're going to end this week just like we do every other week with a little bit of update about what's going on around camp. So this has been in the works for a few months now, but we were generously given the money to have a therapy spa put in to our pool area. We used to have like a hot tub therapy spa type thing but it's been gone for a few years now because it just hasn't worked, and we didn't have the money to put a new one in, but our Albrecht Acres Foundation has graciously helped us out with the money to put in a new one. And so we have all the plans built up, and it looks like it's going to be amazing, and it's going to be great for our campers. So we are about to break ground on that coming up here real soon, and we're hoping to have it all done by the time campers arrive in 2022. So crossing our fingers that everything goes smoothly, that we're able to do that. But check out the next slide, and we're going to have a bunch of photos of what it's supposed to look like. So have a great week, and we will see you next week for our last virtual camp.